Hi, everybody. I decided to just go ahead and do a live stream here from my car because I keep wanting to do live streams and I put so much thought into where's the perfect place, when's the perfect time, and I'm so overthinking it that all of these beautiful messages that are coming through are getting stuck and they're not able to come through because I am putting way too much thought and like staying in my head and my ego and not able to let the energy flow that needs to come out because I'm just putting way too much thought and judgment on things, and I really have a lot of beautiful messages that want to come through. So I decided, you know what? I'm sitting in my car. Let's just do it, right? Like, stop thinking about things like, oh, I'm looking too fat today, or I'm ugly, or whatever. Nobody wants to hear this. Like, this is something that needs to be applied to everybody, all of your life. Like, people start thinking, when's the best time to do something? Maybe one day when I have more money, maybe when I lose the weight, when I get the boyfriend or girlfriend, maybe when I have the job. You know what? Today is the day. Now is the time, right? I have some amazing messages that have been coming through that I would like to share. And so now is the time. It's the perfect time, right? So, that being said, what I want to talk about today is flow. And if you see me looking down, it's because I have some notes that I want to make sure that I'm getting everything, that needs to come out. So, flow. Flow is like being in the zone. And anybody who is like an athlete or an artist knows exactly what I mean when I say being in the zone. It's that feeling when it's been known like elevated awareness, and it feels like there's no time, like time doesn't even exist. Everything seems to just fall into place. I know whenever I'm running, when I run or when I'm like in a really intense workout, it's just like the best feeling in the world where you're just so connected to everything that time doesn't exist, right? And LeBron James actually, he said, like, when it comes to being in the zone, um, he says, I get off my game when I start playing for others rather than playing for myself, right? Like, so if I'm running and I'm in the zone and I start thinking, oh, what if this person next to me, you know, starts judging me, or what if I look fat or something, then that takes me out of it. And then that beautiful, amazing feeling that I was experiencing, it goes away, right? So, what happens is we tend to fall off or fall out of flow when we stop following our heart and start listening to what others think or what others say, or what we think that they are thinking, or how we think that they're feeling about us, right? So let me see. Sorry, I keep looking down. I just want to make sure that I've got all of this stuff. Um, so basically, what that is that's your ego, right? That's egoic thinking, um, because you're trying to prove something. You're trying to prove yourself. You're trying to prove that you're better than, or that you're enough, or maybe you're just trying to show off. But either way, when you get into that mindset, that's when you lose that flow, and like me right now, because I'm trying to get it right to make sure that I'm making y'all happy. I'm losing the flow. I'm totally losing it. And it's proof right there, right? Because I'm trying to make it perfect as opposed to just letting stuff come in. So we tend to make expectations, right? We want our expectations to be met, whether it be you have an expectation to, hey, Jimmy, you have this expectation that something is going to show up a certain way, right? And then when it doesn't, you get disappointed because you have a certain way that you want it to look. And sometimes source is like, no, 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 I have something even better for you, but you need to be open and in a flow in order to receive, right? So whenever you release the expectations and just trust, that's the important thing, is to just trust that whatever happens to show up is going to be perfect. And it might not look anything like what you think it's going to look like, but more times than not, it's even better than you could have ever imagined, right? So so you start like creating resistance if it's not. Um, my internet seems to be spotty, so I might have to try this again. Let me know if everything's coming out okay, because like I said, I think my Wi-Fi or whatever is kind of like wonky. Um, right on. So resistance. So it's like resistance is pushing against what's happening right now for a desired outcome, for your desired outcome. And if it's not that desired outcome, then that's when you start to push because you're like, no, I want it to look this way. It needs to look this way. And again, source is like, no, but I have something even better for you, but I need you to be open to it in a flow. Yes, trust the process. Exactly, exactly. Because our minds, our beautiful, beautiful minds, they have such limited perspective of what you can create. But when you get into that flow and you're able to connect to a higher source, your higher power, the divine, then things start to come in that are infinitely like amazing, that you can't even imagine. Your beautiful mind can't even fathom the miraculous things that can be created. But in order for that to happen, you've got to be in this flow, right? My intention always, it's so funny. Like, I remember the very first time I experienced feeling in the zone, it was after I was in my car wreck and I had shattered my ankle, and my orthopedic surgeons were like, you're never going to run again. You're never going to do anything. You're never going to be able to dance, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that's not happening. And I remember it took years of, rehab and being able to work out for me to be able to get to that point. But I was running after they had said I wasn't going to be able to run. And I started off walking, and then I just slowly picked up my pace and I got into a run. And I just remember feeling so connected to what I will call God, and just in this meditative state, which I can't even describe to you the feeling. And once I experienced that, my intention was to be able to share that. Like, I wish I could bottle that and give it to people, because it's the most amazing feeling that you will ever feel, is to this connection, being in the flow, being in the zone. This is why athletes love what they do. You know why? They love what they do because they're doing what they love, what they're passionate about. That's what life is about. It's about finding that passion, whatever it is that you're passionate about, because then time doesn't even exist. You're in this flow. And that is, that's the good stuff. That's it right there, you know? Um, so it's about trust, right? You, I mean, and we'll bring it full circle back to what I was saying. It's about trusting the process, and you've got to trust in life, and know that what is needed is going to be provided for. So it doesn't even come down to, like an athlete being in the zone, because you can create this feeling no matter what. If you're just thinking, I honestly, at this point, because I've done it so much, I can just think about something that puts me in that state of mind that I can just be in a flow. I can just think of something that brings me so much joy and so much fulfillment, and then I'm in that. And let's see what else, because my phone is getting wonky right now. Let's waiting to see kind of if spirit, if if source is going to bring anything through, because my phone is, like I said, it's getting wonky, and so I might have to just finish this up and come back at a later time. But there's some really good stuff in this one, so I'm gonna keep it, and I want to make sure, like, if people watch this, let me know if it comes out crazy or whatever, and I'll redo something. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go for right now, just so that we'll see how this works. If it was good stuff and something came through, then please let me know. And yeah, I'll keep, you know what? I'm going to stop judging myself and where to do these, and just do them whenever I'm guided. So make sure and watch. If it comes out good, right on. And please like it, share it. Um, any messages that I have, I would love to share with anybody. So I'm sending y'all so much love. I'm going to let y'all go before my phone overheats and get back to work. But I love you all, and I send you so many blessings. Thanks. Bye.